heard that there's a long line of people waiting to meet Lady Farina. I suspect you'll be waiting for quite a while, considering that you missed your chance today.
Well, what did you have in mind?
Find a way to conceal yourselves under her bed. Then, wake her up in the dead of night and demand answers. Don't let her go back to sleep until she answers all your questions. I can personally testify that this one works. When I'm sleepy, I'll do anything as long as I can finally get some sleep.
That is not the issue at hand in that scenario at all. Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Naro, and welcome back to part 48 of Genshin Impact. And in the last part, we won the trial, but unfortunately, to win it, we had to learn that Lyney and Lynette are the Fatui, which sucks, but we kind of learned that they're good, technically, you know, so it's all good, kind of. But at the end, we pretty much said goodbye to them. I don't think for good, but probably for a minute. So now we're leaving said opera house, and I don't know what to expect. Are we going to talk to the, oh.
Hey there.
Oh.
What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
I don't know.
Were you looking for us, Navia?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances case, though. Don't you think so, too?
Well, I'm sorry, Navia. But I only do it for money, and there's no money, so... also, I'm not a good person. That's what I'm trying to say.
Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
I was really only trying to defend Lyney. I wasn't necessarily looking into the serial disappearances case.
Besides, are you sure we're the ones who can crack a case that's been cold for decades now?
Well, hey, we weren't lawyers or attorneys or detectives, and, we won, so there's that.
And given that there's new evidence from the trial, there should be a trail of breadcrumbs for the Hydro Archon's people to follow now, right?
Ah.
Oh. I told you, we're not good people.
I see. Well, I won't lie. I'm a little shocked to hear that from you. But I suppose you are just travelers who have only arrived in Fontaine after all. Sorry. I might have been too presumptuous.
Don't say that, Navia.
She's like, don't guilt trip me.
Ah, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too.
Oh, you're just digging it in deeper. The knife. Nothing else.
It was like having new waters flowing into a stagnant mire, causing new hope to spring forth, and the reflection in the murk to become clearer.
Okay, well, your guilt trip is now starting to, deteriorate, because that was that was too much.
Sorry about that. I'm a bit prone to nostalgia. Don't mind me.
That was nostalgia? Okay.
Wait, shall we have a farewell meal? You know, to commemorate our time as partners?
Are you gonna drug us and kidnap us and force us into helping you?
Huh? Do we really need to get that formal? Well, guess you really did treat us as partners, huh?
Food. That's all it takes.
Well, I'd just like to have a proper ending to every important memory. That way there are no regrets later.
I don't think, because in the last part, right at the end, the dude who turned into water, he was talking about the boss. I wouldn't think this is going to be her. I don't think there's any, coincidence or anything like that. At least I hope not.
Anyway, it would just be a meal, so it shouldn't take up too much of your time.
Well, if you say so, let's go have a meal then.
You don't have to twist Paimon's arm. If Boss Navia's treating, count Paimon in!
Oh, wonderful. In that case, why don't we return to the Court of Fontaine and head to the Hotel de Boer? I believe we'll make it just in time for dinner. Something
tells me you know where the next, something's going to go down, so that you're just roping us into it.
All right, then. Let's have our farewell meal.
Okay, well, it's complete, but obviously I am starting the new one. So, go to the workshop? No, go to the hotel. Right on the money. Actually, I think this is actually technically better than on it. Well, let's go in.
I came here several times with my father when I was little, but stopped eating here as often after growing up. I hope the food here will be to your taste.
What was that noise?
Oh, don't worry. We haven't eaten at a hotel like this in a while. Paimon's getting excited already.
In that case, I'll go order for us first. Please wait here a moment.
Gives Paimon a salad.
Everything looks so good. People in Fontaine sure know how to enjoy life.
Why, of course. Go ahead, try whatever you like. If the food's good, I'll make a group reservation for the rest of Spina di Rosula next time.
I didn't see that right. It's kind of blocking it. Are those carrots? Like gigantuous, like all of this meat, like this doesn't look, I mean everything looks insanely large, but like the carrots look like way too large, you know? Like they're bigger than the fucking turkey leg.
And if it's not?
Well, then I'll still bring everyone. Albeit with only one dish per table.
You, sure have your own way of doing things. Oh, we called this a farewell meal, but we could also treat it like a victory feast, right? We did just win that case after all.
I don't think those are carrots. It's certainly worth celebrating. It was a pleasure working with you.
Oh, true. Very true. In that case, boss, we'll have another 2 dishes.
Okay, how many bosses are there, dude? We've heard 3 different bosses. Unless this is technically one of them.
Paimon didn't mean that you had to order even more food.
You heard that, right?
Speaking of cases,
Maybe it's a
do
cat.
you think that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances will get caught soon now that this has all happened?
Well, we've certainly taken a big step forward, but I feel that's about it. We know that there's an organization that means to dissolve these young women, but we still don't know what they are really after.
That is true. Where's an animal? I'm trying to look on screen to see if there's an animal like anywhere. Paimon, is that your stomach?
If it hadn't happened right in front of us, Paimon wouldn't have ever believed that a person could be dissolved like that.
I mean, guys, we're living in a... You look at you, once again, like, I'm always gonna say that. If you ever wonder if something is possible, I mean, just look at you.
Right? Yet it was because this was such a preposterous notion that the investigation could never really move forward before.
What are those? Because they're not carrot. Maybe they're croissant?
Ugh. If only that guy could have finished speaking. We were so close to hearing who was behind it.
In such investigations, even the smallest step can seem like a yawning chasm if the trail of clues is cut off. To be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities might conduct. It's not that I don't have faith in their ability, it's just that a different perspective is required in some matters. It's easy to guard against and deceive a single narrow perspective. A shift in thinking is required at such times in order to produce a breakthrough. Which is exactly why the Spina di Rosula exist. Those highfalutin folk are not all-knowing. That's why we exist. To seep into the cracks where filth falls through, where their watch fails them. That's the kind of problems we solve.
I'm waiting to see if it makes a noise. I guess not.
Seems Paimon thought things were simpler than they actually are.
Maybe it was your stomach, Paimon.
It's all right. Well, this was supposed to be a farewell meal, so I doubt you have further interest in this business, right?
Oh, wow, I just noticed that there's cake and stuff. Wow, we really moved quick.
Let's talk about something else. Like, what are your future plans?
We wanted to ask the Hydro Archon for some info, but we hadn't had much opportunity to do so.
That's true. We didn't have a chance to speak to her after the trial ended. It didn't really seem like the right time or place to do it anyway.
Oh, don't sympathize with her. She almost got a fucking innocent person, like, sentenced to death.
I see. So, your primary objective, which has been foiled so far, was to have a chat with the Hydro Archon. I've heard that there's a long line of people waiting to meet Lady Farina. I suspect you'll be waiting for quite a while, considering that you missed your chance today.
Yeah, we've heard that she's super popular here in Fontaine, and that it'll be tough getting any of her time.
Well, would you consider some more, unique ways? Perhaps even methods of, let's say, questionable legality?
So you're either suggesting I bribe her, or people around her, or I kidnap her. Okay.
Guess that's Spina di Rosula's boss for you. Chock full of sketchy ideas. Well, what did you have in mind?
Well, one way would be to infiltrate a performance troupe at the Opera House, only to abandon your act at the play's climax and ask to speak to her after the performance. I'm sure Lady Farina would be eager to see the ending, and would agree in order to finish watching the play. Don't you think?
Could you suggest something a little more practical? This plan seems pretty hard to pull off. We'd have to go learn how to act, and acting's really hard.
Alright, then let's just kidnap her.
Alright, here's another. Find a way to conceal yourselves under her bed. Then, wake her up in the dead of night and demand answers. Don't let her go back to sleep until she answers all your questions.
So should I have the chloroform, like, on hand, or, like, you know?
I can personally testify that this one works. When I'm sleepy, I'll do anything as long as I can finally get some sleep.
That is not the issue at hand in that scenario at all.
That might work, but that's not really the problem. The problem is we don't want to get ourselves arrested.
Ah, valid point. I overlooked that part. I was just thinking about leveraging a person's desire for sleep.
Navia, do you sneak into random people's homes and question them in the middle of the night? How can you overlook something like that?
All right, no more joking around. Perhaps you could... Oh, I don't know. Cut the line when she's on a break. You did defeat her in court, clearing citizens of hers from false accusations. False accusations she had nearly upheld personally. I imagine that she feels quite ashamed about the whole thing.
You mean that if we catch her while she's on a break, she might be too embarrassed to refuse? Oh, that does make some sense.
It's worth a try. Would someone with her personality really feel shame? Oh, she did.
Why don't we give it a try after this meal? You know, strike while the iron is hot and all.
Huh? Paimon, did you drink my Fanta?
Is that supposed to be off-brand Fanta? Was that a chef robot? A robot chef? In the background?
Was this your drink? Sorry about that. Paimon wasn't really paying attention and the cup was right next to Paimon. Would you like to order another?
Something tells me Paimon's about to get a little tipsy.
No, it's fine. We're just about done here.
Or not.
Alright. Honestly, Paimon wouldn't recommend Fanta anyway. It tastes kind of salty and icky.
I'd have to agree. My drink also tasted that way too. Did we really get spiked?
Is that so? Huh. Well, in that case, we'll have to blacklist the Fanta here then.
Okay.
If we're all finished eating, then I'll go pay.
Yeah, we're stuffed. Thanks for the treat, Navia. Oh, so full. Paimon can barely float anymore.
You know what? Oh, well, okay, that's the whole thing. Remember, okay, so I was always curious if, like, what's making her float? Is it, like, does she have muscles that are doing that? Because I wonder if she really ate a lot, would she really, like, slowly descend? You could try walking, you know? Honestly, I'd love to see that. A little Paimon walk would be so funny. You could try floating a little lower.
Nah, that would be so... normal. You know, like you.
I mean, I get that I talk a lot of shit to you, okay? That does not give you the right to do that back.
Okay. As for expenses this month, we're left with
Negative 75 in the bank.
Hey, Navia! What are you doing over there?
Oh, nothing. It was just a meal, you know? Nothing the Spina di Rosula can't cover.
You're not doing this, huh? You're not roping. This is how you're gonna rope us in? Nah. It seemed like that was pretty tough for her. That was a pretty impressive meal after all. Thanks to Paimon. Damn.
Let's get ready to try to meet the Hydro Archon again. Bye, Navia!
So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine, you're always welcome to contact the Spina di Rosula. I'll give your requests the highest priority.
Well, I know we do technically see each other soon, so I'll see you.
In any case, I wish you smooth sailing. I'll see you again, partner.
Is that a pun? Because you have wheels on your hips?
See
ya! Guys? Okay. Oh, as light rain falls without reason. That's interesting. You know, I've never really paid attention how Paimon just kind of dips out. That was actually pretty cool. Okay, go to the Fountain Plaza. Well, I don't see a line unless the, like, time's gonna change and it's gonna be, like, daytime.
There aren't many people around anymore.
Yeah.
Looks like that boat we took to Araneas might have been the last one.
Vache.
Vache.
Looks like we're back here again. Huh? Traveler? Are you hearing voices again?
I am. And it's clearer than it was during the day.
Ugh. That's kind of spooky. Are you sure we don't want to come back in the morning?
Vache. Vache.
I wonder what that really means, or if that's just a name.
Hey, why are you still walking towards it? There might be something nasty in the water.
I can feel strong emotions. Things are getting a little blurry.
Huh? Hang on. Paimon can kind of hear a voice.
Oh!
It's calling for Vache, right? Hey, Traveler? Stop walking! Come on, wake up!
Am I gonna be in water? Am I just gonna be floating? Oh. Oh. Oh! Do you know... Adia? Adia. Oh! I think I said her name right. Where's this?
Vache. Are you my dear Vache?
Do I look like a Vache to you?
No, wait. You seem to be someone else. Do you know Vache? Do you know where my love is?
I know where an Idia is, but that's about it. Or unless if Vache drops certain like materials, then Vache has died quite a lot. I'm afraid not. I'm sorry. Who are you?
Wait. Who am I? I'm very sorry. I fear I do not know. My memories feel like they have been washed away like a flood. So many fragments dissolved amidst the tide, never to be recovered.
That is very sad.
How much have I lost? How many things that I once held dear while on land have I since forgotten?
You were once human?
Yes, that is what I was once. But now, I am but the consciousness of one who is lost, therefore.
Well, if you're from Fontaine, you could technically... Maybe they're all Oceanids. You lost your form.
I do not know how I came to be like this either. I only vaguely remember being covered in light blue water, and then all grew dim.
You think this is one of the missing women? Light blue water. Could that have been... Could she have been one of the girl... Oh. Oh.
I also remember going to many places. I loved adventure, loved exploring places of peril. No matter where I went, Vache would go with me. I knew how dearly he loved me. And I also loved him equally as much.
Is Vache like a nickname, like a lovey-dovey thing, or is that literally his name? Because you're not giving me much, you know?
But now, we can no longer go back. The pain of such parting. I never knew how heavy it could be.
So you need me to find him? Oh, but you're so willing to do this? Well, I guess it is like a weird, mysterious, like, you know,
No. Our reunion no longer has any meaning. There is no way for us to create any new memories. The thought of me gives him no succor. So let it lie forgotten beneath the waters. If you meet Vache, tell him not to look for me. Tell him to move on. That is the only thing I still remember.
I believe it will be hard for him to forget you. Dear God, let's hope he doesn't have a new wife and 2 kids.
Perhaps that is so. As I was submerged in the waters, losing consciousness, I saw Vache above the surface. His eyes were filled with such sorrow, such longing. If only I could have comforted him, told him that I did not suffer. Indeed, I had felt a great warmth.
That means Vacher was a witness to the fact that you dissolved.
Is that what you call it? Dissolving? If anything, I consider it a form of release. It was a state of neither fear nor frenzy, with only an endless peace, like the water's still surface.
No, I saw Vaughn. He was screeching in pain. Like he was like you could tell like he was burning on fire. Like you know, like that was the equivalent. So I don't know about that one.
I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first time. And only then sees how they have lived for so long in a world of endless want and anxiety.
I don't know about that ending part, but I definitely understand that 3 a.m. like dry mouth. Ooh, that water hits. It seems that after the body is dissolved, some measure of consciousness still remains.
I think I hear your companion. It's time for you to go, I think.
Is it Paima? Ah, right. I wonder how much time has passed in reality.
Farewell, then. I am glad that you were able to sense my presence. Remember, if you see Vache, tell him not to seek me out any longer.
I still need confirmation on if this dude's name is Vache. Okay. Is it daytime? Oh my, holy shit! Oh, shit is going down. Oh, wow! Oh, this is... What the hell is happening?
Look out!
She's like, what the fuck is going on?
It's a whole army of Gardamex.
Are these what? Oh.
Chlorand?
Oh. Wait, no, use your gun. Are you on, in the trailer I thought you were not on our side, but it looks like you are?
Quick, now's our chance!
I mean, my god. I feel like Lumen right now. I'm just like woke up and like, what the fuck is going on? Dude. I want that gun better be a skill. Huh. Are they old acquaintances? Oh, I'm flying. What hold
I
on.
should thank you for lending us your sword there, Clorand. But before I do so, could you explain how you managed to show up here?
Okay, there's a lot that just happened. Hold on. Okay, so based on the trailer, we actually thought we were being framed in that moment, and that Clorind, yeah. I thought she was after us, so this was actually surprising and good.
I followed you. It seemed to me that danger has followed you more closely as of late.
I believe that following someone without their knowledge is actually called stalking, is it not?
Would you like to go back to 5 minutes ago when you said that you could sneak into someone's room and just question them until they go to sleep, you know? So...
Mr. Callus's last wish was for me to ensure your safety, and I will not betray his trust. He would do the same, were he alive today.
Interesting. So they do have a personal connection, somewhat.
Do not speak of my father!
Sorry, demoiselle. I was not strong enough.
Thank you for your aid, Miss Clorand, but do keep an eye out for your manner of speech. I believe we all wish to avoid unnecessary emotional harm.
Sorry, I did not consider your feelings.
Whatever. What else do you know? How did you come to the conclusion that I'd be in grave danger?
I doubt I know much more than you, but I believe that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances is very powerful. Your performance tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
I'm sure they've known about me. To be honest, I'm shocked it's taken them this long to act against me. And what about these Gardamex? I thought only those associated with the Maison Gardiennage could control them.
What? Maison Gardiennage? What is that?
None of these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago. They are not the ones used by the authorities to enforce the law.
Dude, look at your eyes. I like it. I love characters with dope-looking eyes.
I can only conclude that some powerful or wealthy party must have obtained them via illegal means, deploying them as a private force of sorts.
What? Your point being that they're out of Spina di Rosula's league, then?
Yes. Be careful, and do not act rashly.
I will continue investigating no matter what. We will bring the truth to light. That's my father's true last wish. Regardless, thank you for your help today, Clorand. But
Clorand.
if you get any
Clorand.
ideas,
Clorand.
tell me first.
Clorand.
I don't much appreciate being followed.
So I was wrong. Clorand. Okay. I don't see a fucking A.
I do not think that they'll strike again anytime soon. So I shall stop following you. Good day, all.
Well, I'm glad that you weren't attacking
Right.
us.
I suppose that's the best news we've gotten today.
I got better news.
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss Clorand was being sincere with you. If we tried, we could attempt to thaw relations a little.
I know, she's...
Maybe she worked at Spina de Rosel. Spina. We're gonna call it Spina. And then went and sworn like loyalty to Farina? What just happened? Who was that? We know who that was, unless you're talking about
We were done for.
the whatever her thing is.
Those Gardamex came out of nowhere while you were unconscious, and Nadia and her gang saved us. Oh, and there was that champion duelist named Clorand who came out to save us too. We got lucky there. Paimon probably couldn't have fought them off otherwise.
Oh, so you're a fighter now, Paimon. Thanks for the rescue.
Oh, come now. Forget all that polite talk. That wasn't really a farewell meal we had back there. Not for me, anyway. In truth, I hope that every meal we have together shall be a victory feast. As such, we're still partners. There's no need to thank me.
It will take 50 years for me to match Demoiselle's magnanimity.
50 years, dude? Holy Jesus. Either you suck or she has really got that magnanimity, you know?
If it were me, I would have joined the Spina di Rosula on account of her goodwill long ago.
All right, you two. That's enough.
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were in danger? You sure did show up in the nick of time.
Well, to be honest, You're the one who tipped us off, Paimon.
We were talking about coming here, right?
Huh? Really? Paimon contributed somehow? Cool, Paimon's even more amazing than she thought!
I'll let that one slide.
Yes. All thanks to you grabbing my drink by mistake.
Ah. So that was it. Oh, you're gonna have to explain.
How did that help?
After we parted ways, I was on the way back to one of our bases when I suddenly thought of what you said. That the Fanta tasted kind of salty and icky.
What do you mean? That I thought it tasted strange as well, but I couldn't be...
Fanta only comes in sweet flavors. So how could it have tasted salty? The color of the drink, if I recall, had also been a bit off.
It was fountain water. Is that what you're about to tell me?
So the Fanta had been spiked with water from the primordial sea?
I was right on the spiked drink, dude. Just not with what I expected?
Yes. So if you hadn't drunk that cup for me...
Oh shit! Oh, I didn't put two and two together. You would have died.
Spina di Rosula is preparing the grandest of awards for you as we speak for saving the boss.
Holy shit. That is wild. Wow.
Huh. Really?
Fortunately, Paimon, neither of us are from Fontaine. Otherwise, we would have died.
I sent people to Hotel de Boer to investigate. But whoever did this left no trace at all. That's when I figured out that you might be in danger and hurried here as quickly as I could.
But why would they go after us too? All we did was defend Linny in court and help clear his name. Ugh, now we're caught up in this mess too, aren't we?
Well, the whole point was for them to get it pinned, and we kind of ruined that. But I wonder if us drinking the primordial seed, like, amplified our, like, powers with being able to speak to whatever her name is?
Well, you did foil a plan that they were probably pretty proud of, and almost got their name in the process. Speaking of which, did anything strange happen when you drank the primordial seawater?
It's like I fucking... Like I know the script.
Well, it can't be coincidence that the traveler fainted just now. She said that she heard that voice calling for Vache again. Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too. But it was real faint. Does this situation have to do with the primordial seawater then?
According to Lynette, the ability to hear voices like that has to do with one's sensitivity to the hydro element.
Does that mean the primordial seawater raises someone's sensitivity to hydro when it's used on people who are not from Fontaine?
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing, to be honest.
I also gained some new intel.
New intel? While you were out cold?
Well, let's hear it, shall we?
The voice in the fountain belonged to one of the missing women. A person named Vacher was a witness when she dissolved.
Oh, that is important.
I thought you'd be a lot more excited. You tell everyone about what happened while you were connected to the blah blah.
Vache. That name doesn't ring a bell. I suppose he hasn't stepped forward as a witness in court lately. Since he saw that young woman dissolve, he was at least at the crime scene. But he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolving in the primordial seawater. Could he have been threatened?
If he's still alive, we should try searching for him.
Yes, thank you. This is very important information indeed. We will continue to investigate.
Alright, partner. By we, you mean us too, right?
Oh, you mean you'll help us investigate?
Sure, why not?
Well, you did say that our farewell meal didn't really count. That means we're still partners, right? And besides, we're in this now whether we like it or not. You're not gonna let those people who targeted us get off the hook so easily, are you, Traveler?
Messing with us will cost. This will prove to be their biggest mistake.
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite so pleased. You are the face of Spina di Rosula, after all.
You talk too much. Well, in that case, let's head back to one of our bases, shall we? I'll arrange accommodations for you. We also have some plans to go over, and hopefully we can deepen our bonds as partners. But we'll take that one step at a time, I guess.
Okay.
Don't worry, you two. With us around, our base is definitely secure.
Let's just not drink water. I mean, we'll die, but we won't die in that way, you know? Go to Spina di Rosula, stronghold. So where is it down there, or, is it underground?
It's right up ahead.
Oh.
But let's make sure we weren't followed first.
I've been keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted anyone suspicious thus far.
Well, what about in the bushes right behind you?
Huh, very good. But let's not let our guard down for now.
I shall find rooms for our respected guests.
Thank you, Malus. Now, let's continue, traveler.
Do I? Oh, I do. Okay. Is it gonna open? Ah. Huh. This is, Wait, guys. Okay. Ah, there's a ladder. Okay. Alright. Oh! 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 What was that? I could have done something. Whatever. Alright. Well, this is quite the underground base you got here. Honestly, I like it. I like it. There are kids. Oh, wow. This is a whole underground, Oh, it's a doggy. Oh! Oh, doggy. Oh, I didn't think you were going to move over here. What's up, buddy? Are you going to follow me by chance? Oh, my God, you are! Oh! Come on, buddy. We've got places to be. Yeah! What about you, cat? An iguana? Oh, you're gone. No, dog! Oh, alright. You didn't do anything? Huh? You gonna follow me? No, you're just gonna stand there? Fucking cats. I don't hate cats. I've had dogs, cats, snakes. Is that it? I think so. Oh god, hold on. Nice. I like it. Oh! Where am I going? Oh, over here. Okay. Shoo-wop.
So, this is your base? It's not quite what Paimon imagined.
What she's trying to say is that it looks like shit.
Your accommodations have been arranged. Under the present circumstances, I can confidently say it's the best we have.
Thank you. Well, so much for my expectations.
Well, our funds have been a little tight lately. After all, we don't allow illegal or unethical profiteering. In fact, our funds often come from citizenry who support us.
Seems like it's tough times for everyone. But if you have the support of the people, that does sound like it's worth it.
To be honest, our financial situation was a lot better back when my father was in charge a few years ago. I'm afraid I'm not quite his equal.
Your father... He was the previous boss of Spina di Rosula, right?
You shouldn't be asking this right now.
Did he...
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me to explain.
No. I'll explain it myself. I suppose I couldn't run from this topic forever. And as partners, this is something I hope they can understand.
He was Fatui too! Also, you have curls like Brownie in them. Nice.
My father's name is Callus. Yes, the same one they call Callus the Unfaithful in the streets.
Never heard of him.
3 years ago, he was accused of murdering his own friend. But he chose a duel to defend his honor instead of standing trial. He died in the duelist's ring.
Oh no.
But I do not believe my father was a murderer. I'm sure he was set up. At the time, I believed that if he only stood trial and was duly investigated, something amiss would crop up and prove his innocence. But strangely, he not only requested the duel himself, but rumor has it that even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel, he refused to surrender, determined to die in the arena.
Possibly threatened for your life? threatened... Did I say that right? You know what I mean.
3 years later, I still don't understand why he did that. How could he protect his honor if he's dead? If anything, he gave up his chance to defend himself.
It does seem quite odd. Do you have any clues as to why?
The closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the serial disappearances case at the time of his death.
Ah, so that's why you're so determined to get to the bottom of that case.
That's right. I've also tried to investigate the murder my father was implicated in, but I haven't found a single new clue in my countless reviews of the investigation records. However, I believe that if the murder case is related to those behind the disappearances, they must know something. I must know what really happened. Was my father coerced? Framed? Even if he really did kill his friend, I must get to the truth. If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact that my mother died due to complications when giving birth to me.
Oh.
And now, here I am investigating his death. You really are a handful, aren't you, Papa?
Seeking the truth for the sake of your family. Like my brother. You know, we're quite alike in this regard. This is how you could have guilt-tripped me in the beginning.
Demoiselle, please, if there is anything I can do, anything at all.
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone. There are none whom I respect more than the two of you, Demoiselle. Master Callus did so much good in life, yet all it took was one murder case for him to be dubbed Callus the Unfaithful. Even our supporters decreased greatly due to that incident, hence our strained finances at present.
Wait, if Callus was such a good man, wouldn't people at least be a little suspicious when he was accused?
No. Perhaps people just revel in that kind of drama. It's not something exclusive to people from Fontaine, really. Everyone's like that.
Maybe, you know, maybe you all do. Well, not all of you. But a good amount of you deserve to drown. Just a thought.
People love watching the evil turn over a new leaf, but they also enjoy watching good people fall into an abyss from one slip-up just as much.
Well, that just helps back up my statement. It's a joke, by the way, but kinda not. It is.
But how could... never mind. If Callus was really falsely accused, we have to find the truth. He didn't deserve to have that happen to him.
There is one other thing. Master Callus's opponent in the duel was Ms. Clorand.
Ah.
Oh, her? Well, then, isn't that as good as saying that she was the one who killed him?
No wonder the mood was a little strange between you two.
Yeah, that's not the sort of thing that you can just let go and move on from.
Yeah, so 9 times out of 10, I'm assuming she knows something that she hasn't told them, obviously. That he told her or whatever. That's what I'm just going to assume.
Ms. Clorand has always placed great emphasis on the honorable nature of the duel. If her opponent doesn't yield, she will not stop either. She knew Master Callus beforehand and greatly respected him, but seeing how he was resolute in the arena, there was only ever one choice she could have made.
It's not that I don't understand her at all, but I just can't deal with this yet.
Don't worry, Navia. Paimon knows how you feel. You don't have to force yourself to do that.
Afterward, Ms. Clorand told us that at the start of the duel, Master Callus requested that she ensure Demoiselle Navia's safety.
Then that indicates that he intended to die in that duel.
Yes, that is our understanding as well.
Oh, Papa. What madness drove you to ask the person who killed you to take care of me? All right, anyway, that's the information I wanted to share with you. Even if it did sound like I was just complaining towards the end.
Oh, that was it. I don't know why. Okay, I spaced out. No, it's alright. I understand how important this is to you.
Thanks. You two should go and rest. This was quite a day after all.
Yeah. Paimon's feet.
Please, relax and get some sleep. We will ensure you rest soundly.
Nice. To sleep. Did I? Okay. A peaceful night passes under the...
Paimon slept so well. This place feels almost too safe.
That's good. Well, yeah.
Huh? Navia? Where did the other two go?
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's
Poisson?
place of origin, and where we have our headquarters. There's not much for them to do here at the moment.
They're going to get croissant in Poisson.
Paimon gets the feeling that you're just trying to get them off your back. But never mind that. When did you get back? Were you waiting here the whole time?
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did some investigating yesterday regarding the name Vache.
Wait, so you didn't sleep at all?
How could I after having such critical new evidence appear?
Guess Paimon wasn't speaking for everyone just now, huh?
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. It doesn't seem to have a match anywhere.
I'm telling you, it's a lovey-dovey nickname.
I suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle. But that does prove that this Vache person is a key witness in the incident.
Does that mean we're too late, though?
No. There is one ray of hope. One place in Fontaine that they would find almost impossible to threaten, no matter how much they wanted to. And that is the archives kept by Chief Justice Neuvillette. A place where detailed files on all the cases in recent years are kept. If the Ocean that you met is one of the young women who went missing recently, we should be able to find some related information there.
Oh, dude. I mean, I know it's just... Is that a saxophone? The music in the background, it's giving me... Oh, dude, what is this reminding me of? What game am I thinking of?
So Neuvillette maintains an archive of case files? Whew. Guess that's hard-working Chief Justice for you.
I just played My Friendly Neighborhood on my other channel, and it has the same like type of music.
In that case, let's go talk to him, shall we? Aren't you coming along, Navia? Did you get tired?
No, it's nothing. Let's go see the Honorable Chief Justice.
Alright, well, we'll go ahead and see Chief Justice in the next part. Anyways, but yeah, that is going to go ahead and do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like and sub to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.